Aquarius, welcome to your reading for September 3rd through the 9th. My name's Dawn. You are listening to Dawn Williams Tarot. Thank you for being here. If this is the first time you listening to my channel, please like, subscribe, and share so that I can grow my channel. Every click is valuable to me, and I am so appreciative of you being here. So my readings this week are, the guidance that I was given was to work with helping with the throat chakra. And the throat chakra is your fifth chakra. It helps you to speak your truth. It feels as though that this next week is going to be a challenge for some people to speak their truth, meaning that you don't just speak whatever pops into your mind, but you think with, you speak with thought, with true intention to be able to communicate clearly your needs and or your desires or your expression with the way that you communicate. I was guided to bring these blue stones into the reading because the blue represents the throat chakra. It helps with the clearing of that. This is a blue kyanite, which this is a very good large piece of kyanite. This is blue apatite, A-P-A-T-I-T-E, I think is how you spell it. This is a smaller piece of that same stone. This is just in a cubed form. This is blue calcite, and then this is blue moss agate. So all of those are just meant to be tools to help us with clearing, okay? I'm also going to be pulling a card from the Raise Your Vibration Oracle by Kyle Gray. This oracle card is kind of intended to kind of set the energy for your reading. Then I'm going to pull 3 tarot cards. And your first card is going to be your strength for the week. Your second card is going to be your weaknesses or whatever you need to be aware of for the week. And then your third card is going to be your opportunity. Okay? So I'm going to start off with your, so your card says, clear your karma. So karma is the energy that we build with other people within our lives. So when we have unresolved karma, we can carry that unresolved karma from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. However, you also build karma within your relationships day to day, okay? If you have a situation where you are not being very nice to someone or someone's not being very nice to you, that is a level of karma. So I want to actually read Kyle's message as to what he is giving us for guidance for that card, okay? Because I haven't pulled that card before, and I've had this deck a while. So let me find it in his book. Hang on. And how are you? Please just go ahead and ground, take a deep breath while I look this up for you, because I think this is going to be an interesting message. Okay. So our karma is made up of the stories we carry in our energy field that contribute to our reality. There's a good chance that some of these are limiting and untrue. Often these karmic blockages are negative ideas about ourselves that we project onto our relationships or connections with others, and then think others have about us. So it's kind of that give and take. When you draw this card, the universe is releasing you from past experiences and encourage you to release them from your field. It may help to have an open and honest conversation with whomever you feel has formed a negative opinion of you. by taking the time to communicate with them about the issue. So once again, we're talking about your throat chakra. By taking the time to communicate with them about the issue, you'll give yourself the opportunity to let go of the old story and create a better one. Don't hold back from doing this, for it will allow you to open up your energy to more light, more abundance, and support. When you face challenging stories head on, you can release them from your energy field forever and have a more centered worldview that allows you to navigate your future with clarity, free of the limitations of the past. So now that makes sense as to why you want to clear your past karma. So the vibe of the day, he always puts a vibe of the day for each of the cards. I always look at it as kind of like my mantra. So this is what I say to myself, right? I clear my mind and my karma. So if you say that to yourself this week, maybe that will help you do that clearing work. Okay? Okay, Aquarius. Next, we're going to look at your cards. Oh, so your first card is the Four of Wands card. Now, this card is in your strengths position. So this card is a card of celebrations. As you can see, these two girls are just having a really great time. They're playing music. There is this wands. The wands are all back here, right, around this tent. So basically what this card is about is celebrations. It could be a wedding. It could be any other type of a milestone situation that you will be celebrating this week. It also feels as though this is energy that you're sharing with other people, with other people that you love or that you feel happy to celebrate with. And then if you think about fours, I always imagine the legs of a table. So you've got four legs on a table. If one leg is missing, there's no stability there. So fours to me represent stability and balance, right? Because that would balance out your tables to have all four legs there. Stability and balance, and that would be with wands, which happens to do with our inspiration, creativity, our passions, our motivation, and our intuition. But in this situation, this is all about celebration. So this is a great way to start your week next week. And then in your weaknesses position, you have the 10 of Wands. Again, wands have to do with your passions, your motivations, all of that. If you look at the picture, she has got all of her stuff all packed up, right? She is carrying a heavy burden. And this is a 10. So that means to me that this 10 of Wands is that you're coming to an ending of carrying this heavy burden. But because this is in your weaknesses position, that could also mean that you have divided attentions, or you're clinging to responsibilities, or you're having a really hard time asking for help. Okay? Meaning that sometimes when we are given a project, we feel as though we have to do that project all by ourselves, that we don't need to ask other people to help us with the project, because maybe that shows a sign of weakness, or that shows a sign of, not being capable. But that's not the case, because that's your weakness this week. This is what you're going to need to overcome. You're going to need to overcome the idea that you have to do it by yourself. You need to overcome the idea that you are limited. You need to let go of the expectation that other people have on you. Okay, so that's what this card is about. And then your last card, is the Justice card. Now, the Justice card is a major arcana card, so that means that you're going to be working through this energy much longer than just this week. Okay, the Justice card has to do with truth, and it has to do with being on the right path. And if you look at her, she has got these scales here, which it's not really, it is a scale, but she's holding it as a sword. But in reality, when you look at her, she has her eyes closed here and her eyes open here. So it's like as above, so below, right? So it's the kind of that energy. But the other thing that this card represents is fairness and truth. So it's really important in order for you to be able to clear this karma, right? To clear your karma and to not be stuck holding on to this stuff that is preventing you from being in your sovereignty and in your ownership of your space, is to always speak your truth. Speak your truth, but speak your truth in a way that is not, you know, kind of mean or coming across as cold. Because this card talks about speaking that truth with fairness and honesty, okay? This is also about a truth being revealed to you this week, something that is going to enlighten you, okay? This card is also about legal things. So if you have been working on a project that requires some kind of, you know, legal documentation or signatures or those types of things. Maybe you're closing on a house. Maybe you're buying a new car. Maybe you are transferring money somewhere and, you know, or you're going to be investing in something that requires a legal documentation. That's what this is about. Or it could also be about arbitration, meaning that you've had an ongoing issue for a while and you are now to a point where you're ready to go to someone that can look at both sides of the story and make decisions on things. So those are all the kinds of energies that this represents. But the biggest, I feel, that I'm picking up from the messages in this reading is mostly for you to just speak your truth, communicate from your throat chakra very clearly as to what your expectations are, what you will allow in and around you, and setting clear, definable boundaries for yourself. Okay? So I hope this has been helpful to you. It looks like you're going to have a great week. And I'm not getting any other messages. So until next time, enjoy your week and we'll see you soon. Take care.